Do you know that a natural radioactive gas in your home is the second leading cause of lung cancer? Every single day, you are exposed to radiation without even noticing it. It's in the air you breathe and the food you eat. But one natural source stands out, and it's called radon, present in our homes. I am Sage Physician, and today I will explain the concept of background radiation in detail. First, let's see what science tells us about background radiation. Take a look.
This pie chart represents the percentage of our daily radiation exposure that comes from different sources. You may have heard of most of these radiation sources before, except radon, which is the single largest contributor of ionizing radiation in our homes, and we inhale small amounts of this gas every day. This gas releases alpha particles into our lungs. We'll talk more about radon in just a moment. Second largest contributor of background radiation are the decaying radioactive elements present deep in Earth crust. Uranium and thorium naturally break down and release radiation. Obviously, we cannot control this exposure. Third are the beta radiations. Certain foods contain naturally occurring radioactive isotopes that emit beta radiation. The example is banana, which contain an isotope of potassium called potassium-40. But don't worry. You can eat bananas as much as you can as the dose is too low to cause any harm. Fourth are the cosmic radiations, which are high-energy particles from outer space. But don't worry, Earth's atmosphere acts like a giant shield, so only a small amount reaches your body. The fifth source is medical X-rays, which we receive during diagnostic procedures such as chest X-rays and CT scans. X-rays are ionizing radiations, but the doses are carefully controlled and are generally low enough that the benefit of disease diagnosis outweighs the small potential risk of exposure.
You just saw how your body is exposed to this entire spectrum of hazardous radiations. Whether you're going about your daily routine, driving on the road, sleeping, while watching this video, or simply existing anywhere on Earth, you're constantly exposed to various forms of radiations. Now, can radiation actually be measured, or can we get an idea of how much radiation we're getting each day or over an entire year? The answer is yes. Radiation exposure can be measured in sieverts or in REM in the United States. The average person receives about 2 to 7 millisieverts per year from natural background radiation depending on where they live. A commonly cited global average is about 2.4 millisieverts per year. For a US citizen, the average is around 3 millisieverts per year. Now, for the question everyone wants answered, how much radiation is dangerous? Well, around 100 millisieverts, scientists can begin detecting a small increase in cancer risk, statistically. Now, that's already much higher than the normal yearly background radiation exposure. But it's important to understand that the duration of radiation exposure often matters more than the dose itself. In other words, a large dose received over a short period of time is much more dangerous than a small dose received gradually over a long period of time. These are the American states with the highest indoor radon levels. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, nearly 1 out of every 15 homes in the United States is estimated to have an elevated radon level. And here's another important statistic. To reduce the risk, more than 7 million houses need mitigation. Of those, only about 2 million had radon mitigation systems installed, implying that about 5 million houses still have high indoor radon concentrations. Now, let's understand why radon gas is considered the second leading cause of lung cancer after smoking. Watch this.
First, we need to believe that radon gas is real. It is present in our homes and can build up in basements and poorly ventilated rooms. It is a completely colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas. To this day, many people are still unaware of this hazard present in their homes. Residential radon is a confirmed and proven cause of lung cancer. In smokers, it has a synergistic effect, meaning that people who smoke and are exposed to radon have a 10 times greater risk of developing lung cancer compared with people who do not smoke but are exposed to the same radon levels. The Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, estimates that radon is responsible for about 21,000 lung cancer deaths in the United States every year, making it the second leading cause of lung cancer after smoking. The mechanism is simple. Radon is inhaled into the lungs. Being a radioactive gas, radon releases high-energy radiation called alpha particles, which disrupts the cellular DNA. Mutated or faulty DNA loses control over the cell, and the cells begin multiplying unchecked, eventually leading to tumor formation or lung cancer.
I'd like to leave you with a few practical recommendations. Team Sage Physician encourages people to learn about radon and install mitigation systems when needed. Once you understand the risks, discuss them with your family, because protecting everyone at home is a shared responsibility. Inexpensive radon test kits are widely available, and you can perform the test yourself. Plan for radon protection during the construction of a new home. If elevated radon levels are found, the average installation cost typically ranges from $1,000 to $4,000, depending on the home and the mitigation method required. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your family and friends. You never know who this information might help protect. That's all from my side. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.